Warning: the following podcast is rated TV-14 or E for explicit. Viewers' discretion is advised.
From broadcaster, that one's hit to center field and deep. This one's way back there, and it's gone! Lazar, with an empty net chance. Lazar scores! Horford for three. He got it! Celtics up by 3. Al Horford, timeout Golden State.
To a podcaster?
How do you fire a coach who had 51 wins in the regular season? Can't be the worst defensive player of all time at multiple positions. First base, right field, center field, left field. You name it, you're probably bad at it. And then you can't go 1 for 89 with 78 strikeouts. And I'm not exaggerating that, and still playing the big leagues.
This is Sam's Beantown Beat.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome into episode number 4 of Sam's Beantown Beat podcast live here as you're listening in on Spotify. And, of course, the video version is available on YouTube. Glad to have everybody here tonight or today or whenever you're listening to this. Today is a very interesting day for me. I'm recording this on Sunday night, and this is my last night home before I move into college tomorrow. And I've been kind of reflecting about a lot of things, been kind of thinking, and it's kind of crazy that, next week you're going to see a completely different background, completely different everything. It's going to be awesome, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. I move in tomorrow, and I'll be moving in as this podcast goes up at 3 o'clock, so definitely stay tuned for that one. So it's been kind of reflecting. Everything's pretty much packed and just ready to go, and, that's what this is all about. So I can't wait for things to get started here, and my schedule's going to pick up a little bit, and it's okay because this podcast's coming out every week, and of course, as I announced a couple of days ago, I'm presenting my content a different way this year. Instead of just doing a live stream, because that's going to be awkward in college, I'm going to be doing a live reaction to the games and put it up on my channel. So I'm going to be recording my reactions and compiling them all together for each game and posting them on YouTube anywhere from 6 to 24 hours after the game ends. So that'll be good to see, good for you guys to know that I'm not disappearing off the face of the earth like that. So that's that. Speaking of the Bruins, let's discuss, because again, not a whole lot. Another quiet week for the Bruins. Training camp is sneaking up on us. It's coming up in a couple weeks. First preseason game is coming up in 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks now, as I'll be taking on the Philadelphia Flyers at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. It is a preseason game. They play a home game and an away game against the Flyers, Devils, and Rangers this preseason. And I'm wondering what this future of the team's going to look like. I can't wait to see the prospects, our future, our young and up-and-coming prospects, Fabian Lysell, John Beecher, Laco, those guys. I can't wait to see what they can do, and I think it's going to be good for the Bruins to see their future. I can't wait to see Mark McLaughlin play again, because I thought he was really, really good, and I think he could get a sneaky little roster spot. So that should be definitely interesting to see. So obviously, preseason doesn't really matter too much in the sense that wins and losses don't matter. I just want to see growth and development and progress in the young core, and I want to see everybody get back up to speed. Everybody get ready to go for the start of the season coming up here in just over a month from now. So that'll be good to see the black and gold back on the ice. I'm still wondering about Pastrnak. I'm still wondering what his contract is going to look like whenever they decide to sign it. Whenever that is, I don't know. I did get a few questions that I wanted to answer here, and I was trying to find them, and I lost them now. Oh, that's great. Oh, here we go. Expectations for the Bruins heading into the season. This is actually a really good question. So, expectations for the Bruins heading into the season. I say the Bruins are in a really, really interesting spot. They could be considered dangerous if they have a full team. Marchand's going to be good again whenever he comes back. Bergeron, you got Krejci, Taylor Hall, Jake DeBrusk, David Pastrnak, McAvoy, Lindholm. You got a good goaltending duo in Swayman and Olmark. Your defense is going to be pretty much the same as what you saw last year. Your offense is going to be improved a little bit. Not too much has changed, but definitely I'd still consider them a dangerous threat that you don't want to mess with. For sure. So that's definitely something that I would definitely want to pay attention to if I'm the rest of the league. Is watch out, the Bruins could be a sneaky team. I'm not expecting them to, but definitely should be interesting to see. I want to see a solid regular season, and I want to see us make the playoffs, and I'll consider it a success. Of course, if you get it as far as you can, obviously, if you win the cup, you win the cup. That's great. But I want to see more than anything. I want to see progress for our young core, our group, our development, our young prospects. I want to see them give them some shots in the league, see who can do what. And I feel like that could be a really good off season for a really good regular season for everybody. Hold on a second here. I have a itch. Ugh. Hate when don't you hate when they have like an itch in your ear? It's the worst. Yeah, but that's it for the Bruins. They haven't had a whole lot to talk about. So the Red Sox, they made an interesting move the other day. They sent down Bobby Dahlbeck, to Worcester, to AAA Worcester, and they brought up Tristan Casas from Worcester, and he made an impact today as they were playing. The Rangers got himself a hit and a couple of nice defensive plays, and yeah. So it's pretty good. Kosh had a couple of notable plays. Got his first major league hit, which is good. And yeah, the Red Sox, they get Cautious in. Story had a 3-run shot. The bullpen looked really, really good today. The entire pitching looked good when Kowski only went 4 innings. But Ork, Familia, Strom, and Schreiber all went over an inning and got the job done there. So good for the Sox. Good sweep of the Texas Rangers. Good momentum booster going into their big series against Tampa, which could make or break their entire season. They play Monday. They play tonight. By the time this comes out, it's 3:00 Eastern. So they play in an hour, and then they play Tuesday and Wednesday at 6:40, and then they don't play Thursday. They go to Baltimore Friday through Sunday. So that is that. So I mean, you got to think if you're the Red Sox, you're kind of considering a lot of things. You're considering your entire offensive. You're considering your entire season going to be decided next week. You're 1 game under 500. You're on the verge of becoming 500 again if you can sneak a couple of wins over Tampa. But definitely something to keep an eye out for. I mean, no, do I expect them to make the playoffs? Not with 6 to 8 losses, and we're just starting September. No, I don't think so. But what I do expect is them to have a decent September. I want to see some more call ups. I want to see some players do some good things for this team, and can't wait to see what they can do. I can't talk. Holy shit. What they can do, and that's all I can really ask for. Yeah, so definitely something to pay attention to is Tristan Cautious, Jaron Duran and Jaron Duran probably is really lighting it up for AAA Worcester apparently already. So there you go. Celtics, well, lost a signing that we had. He was playing over for the summer over in the FIBA league, and Danilo Gallinari is done for the season with a torn ACL. You know what? You know why this sucks? It's because the it's because this could have been prevented. Don't play in the summer leagues in the FIBA league because you're gonna risk yourself for injury. I know you want to keep up in good shape, and that's great and all. But at the same time, you are risking yourself to injury, and that's the worst thing you could do. So, bad idea, bad move, and it backfired. So, I don't know. Oh gosh, it just could have been prevented, but I'm not surprised it could have. Not surprised it happened. Next thing you know, Malcolm Brogdon, knock on wood, Malcolm Brogdon's gonna get injured or something. Like it's something's gonna happen, and it's just gonna ruin everything. But hopefully Gallinari makes a speedy recovery. He's gonna be done for the season. It was also announced that Jason Tatum is hinting at signature Jordan sneakers coming in 2023. That's crazy, actually. It says, he is going to. So, Soul Retriever on Twitter says exclusive Jason Tatum is getting a signature Jordan sneaker in 2023. His shoes set to release in three different colors. They're inspired by his son Juice and some of his favorite things. Sorry. According to the source, there are plans for a Zoo shoe, a St. Louis shoe, and a pink lemonade shoe. There should be a green and white. That's okay. Expected to debut next summer, according to Nicholas Vlahos of Soul Retriever. It is currently dubbed the Jordan Tatum 1, but the name is subject to change. The Zoo colorway is a tribute to Deuce, who loves going to the zoo, and is expected to be colored black, metallic, gold University, red beach, according to Vlahos. That sounds interesting. The St. Louis colorway is a tribute to where Tatum was born and is expected to be colored white, University red, University blue, University gold. The pink lemonade colorway is styled after one of Tatum's favorite drinks, pink lemonade. Hey, twins! And is expected to be colored pink tint, barely Volt Lava Glow, or Aurora Green. Signed a multi-year deal with Jordan Brand in 2019 and has since worn Air Jordan models in player-exclusive colorways. He'll join Melo, Chris Paul, Luka Doncic, Zion Williamson, and Russell Westbrook as current NBA players with a signature Jordan shoe. Wow, that's actually a really interesting development there. Good for Tatum, he deserves it, and I hope it works out. That would definitely be something that we could be that would be cool for Celtics fans and basketball fans as a whole, because Tatum is turning into a star, and definitely something you want to pay attention to. This podcast is going to be way shorter. I'm just kind of noticing that. I'm just kind of like flying through things, and I hope you guys don't mind that. Just something that I just need to get a podcast in, and it's going to be shorter. There's not a whole lot to talk about, but I did promise every week I do a podcast, so there you go. Hopefully, there's a lot of news coming in over the next week, for sure. But anyway, back to Gallinari. Gallinari's injury turns Celtics focus to Carmelo Anthony, and I have to question why. I mean, I'd imagine he'd be all in. You know what I mean? I'd imagine he'd be all in. Probably his best shot to get a ring, maybe. I mean, he's accepted kind of being a bench player and finding that role. He could still put 10 plus points up on the scoreboard. And maybe. We'll see. It makes sense if they were to bring him in for a year and see if the Celtics can get him a ring. It would make sense if they were to do that. I definitely think they would. It wouldn't hurt to give it a shot and see what happens. I don't know. That's something that you could consider trying to do. I feel like for Melo's sake, he played for the Nuggets. He played for the Knicks, the Blazers, the Thunder. He's been everywhere. Trying to get a ring and can't. So I guess the Celtics are probably his best shot right now. He's getting older. It'll be his last shot at glory, and I hope he actually gets a ring. Him and Al Horford, they deserve rings. They're both been in this game for a while, and hopefully they get Hopefully they get them done next year. Hopefully get that ring because they both really deserve it for sure. Let's see here. All right. On to the Patriots. We're flying right through things here. I think we're only like, what are we, like 11 or 12 minutes in? We're already flying through things. The New England Patriots start things off this weekend as they're taking on the Miami Dolphins on Sunday afternoon. I'll be watching. I'll be paying attention very, very closely. I want to see progress from Mac Jones. I want to make sure he lives up to his promises. If he's talking about they ironed out all the issues with the Patriots offense in the preseason. I want to make sure that's a thing. I want to make sure that actually happens. I want to see the defense be as consistent as they were last year for the most part. I want to see how weak or non-weak that we are in the secondary. I kind of want to see the Patriots make progress because that's, I'm not guaranteeing victory. It's Miami. They're good, but I also want to make sure this team is good. I want to make sure this team has the ability to be a top team in the league. And if they aren't, I want to see Mac make progress. I want to see this team make progress for sure. So progress in the rebuild, I think, is key. Because I still consider this a rebuild without Tom. I think when the minute Tom left, it's a rebuild. Because they weren't prepared for Tom leaving because they traded Jimmy Garoppolo. And now that restructured deal for him staying in San Francisco makes me think that they may have lost faith in Trey Lance, or he's not quite ready for the NFL showtime. And I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens here. Yeah. So speaking of the NFL, let's make our Week 1 predictions right here on the podcast. So let's definitely do that. So starting things off, Thursday night. Bills and Rams. That's the first big game of the season. I'll be watching that game, I'm sure, on Thursday night. I think the Rams are going to win this. I think well, wait a minute. The Bills got good. The Bills have been good. They've gotten really good this offseason. They got a couple of decent pieces. Rams got good too. They were defending Super Bowl champions. They're at home. But it's not technically their home, just the Rams and the Chargers home. Let's see. Maybe the Rams win. Maybe the Bills. I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm gonna go with my gut. The Rams win. I think the Rams win because they are the hometown team. Although I will say, I am looking at this on ESPN. The matchup predictor is pretty much a 50-50 split. 49.6 for the Bills, 49.9 for the Rams. That's crazy. That's insane. Patriots and Dolphins. I do expect the Patriots to win this game, even though it might not be pretty. I do expect the Patriots to kind of rally together and pull out a win. Again, progress is what I'm expecting. I want to see progress. I want to see the Patriots do well, and I'm going to predict the Patriots to win Week 1. I think Mac is going to pull through, get back to that regular season Mac from last season, and really get going. So I think Mac will pull it out of his ass and get a W for the Patriots and get off on the right foot. There you go. Saints and Falcons. Yeah, the Saints are going to win this. Falcons are not quite good right now. Although the Falcons aren't great. The Saints aren't great either. But I think the Saints are miles better than the Falcons. So Saints win this game for sure. 49ers and the Bears. The Niners win. I mean, they were in the NFC title game last year against a team who has been struggling for years. I think the Niners win Week 1. Steelers and Bengals. This is a very interesting debate. The Steelers got decent with Mitchell Trubisky, but is that enough to take down Joe Burrow? No. Bengals are going to win. I think they're going to overcome the Steelers' top defense, like one of the top defenses in the league. Bengals are going to overcome that. I think that connection between Burrow and Jamar Chase is going to really go, and I hope it works out for them. So, Bengals are going to win this one. Eagles and Lions. I think the Eagles win. Both teams aren't great. Eagles are kind of mediocre. The Lions aren't good, really. So I do have the Eagles winning this game. Ravens and Jets. The Ravens are going to absolutely destroy them, especially without Zach Wilson. being there for the first 4 to 6 weeks, or however long he's going to be out. I'm not sure. It's going to be a decent amount of time. So I do expect the Ravens to absolutely annihilate the New York Jets this on Sunday. Jaguars and Commanders. The Commanders, I think, are going to take this one. Commanders are promising. They're not great. They're promising though. I think they they have a win week 1 for Robinson, for Brian Robinson, who got wounded. They're getting shot. I hope they do it for him. He's doing good now, so that's good. He's out of the hospital, so I'm happy about that. Browns and Panthers, and you know what? I mean, the Browns, who's their quarterback? Jacoby Brissett? That's their quarterback. It's going to be against Baker, and I think Baker's going to overcome. Baker and Christian McCaffrey, I think that's a solid team you got to work against. And also, I think their offensive line, Carolina's, is actually a little intimidating. Especially the dude named Michael Jordan on that team, and Brady Christensen and whatever. And their defense is pretty good too. So, I think the Panthers win this game. Although ESPN says no, I say yes. Colts and Texans. I think the Colts are going to win this game. I think Indianapolis is miles better than Houston, even with Matt Ryan, 20-3. But I still believe that Indianapolis is going to take this one. The Colts have. I think the Colts have something to prove. You know, are they good without Carson Wentz? They're going to have Matt Ryan to come in and hopefully be the quarterback for the year, and hopefully it works out for them because the Colts have been missing the playoffs for a long time, and I think this is their time. They, especially with an MVP, a former NFL MVP, and Matt Ryan, you gotta step things up. Giants and Titans. I think the Titans win this game. I think it's a given. The Titans have the best running back in the league. I think the Titans are built as a playoff team. The Giants aren't. And that's that. I think it's enough said. The Titans are going to win this game. No problem. Packers and Vikings. This is going to be a very interesting game. Does Aaron Rodgers have it up his sleeve without his top wide receiver, Devontae Graham, who's now playing playing in Vegas? And I'm going to say I think the Vikings are going to catch him off guard. I think the Vikings are going to beat the Packers because the Vikings have something that the Packers don't. A number 1 wide receiver and their QB connection. They used to have that with Devontae Adams, and now the Packers don't. It's Aaron Rodgers than everybody else. And I think the Packers, they do have Randall Cobb, but Devontae Adams was your number 1 guy, and the Vikings, they have that in Justin Jefferson. So, and they got Dalvin Cook too. Kirk Cousins, I think, is going to pull it out. I think the defense is going to have to be key. I think the Vikings defense can stop Green Bay. I think. We'll see. Vikings win. Chiefs and Cardinals, it's going to be a very, very interesting game. A very interesting game. Arizona, they're a really surprising team. I think Arizona could beat the Chiefs. It's going to be tough. I do believe Arizona's going to win, though. I think it's going to be very interesting, though. A very tight, close game. Raiders and Chargers. I think the Chargers win this game. I think the Chargers have some promising young pieces coming up, including Justin Herbert, J.C. Jackson, and Kyle Van Noy adding on to their defense from last season, coming over from New England to the Chargers, is going to really help things out. I think Sony Michel with the Chargers is a good pickup. Austin Eckler is going to be good. Keenan Allen there. They got a lot of decent pieces in with the Chargers, and I think. And I also think that the additions of Kyle Van Noy and J.C. Jackson are going to help out their defense, which was kind of the one downfall last year. J.C. Jackson, won Defensive Player of the Year a couple of years ago, and I think he's going to really help out that Chargers defense for sure. And Sunday Night Football, Buccaneers and Cowboys, and is Brady up to it without Gronk? I don't know. I want to say Dallas, but I can't bet against Brady. I can't. It hurts my soul, but I can't bet against him. I think the Bucs win week 1. It's going to be close, though. I can't bet against Brady. And Monday Night Football, Broncos and Seahawks. Russell Wilson's return to Seattle, and he's going to dominate. Right? The Broncos are going to beat the Seahawks. I think it's going to be at least by 2 scores. It's going to be a blowout, I think, in Seattle. Russell Wilson, the Broncos got really good, and Russell Wilson's going to show them up, I think. Show up and show out. I think that's what you got to do. That's what they have to do for week number 1. I think they got to set the tone. For sure. Back to the Patriots. Jonnu Smith had his contract restructured. So, yeah. He had his contract restructured, which is good to know. And Troy Aikman he praised Mac Jones. He compared him to Tom Brady. He possesses everything you need to win the NFL, according to Troy Aikman. Big praise coming from Troy Aikman. So we'll see how that goes for that, huh? I can't wait to see what he can do in year 2. Is he better than year 1? His preseason and his training camp was nothing too noticeable. Wasn't great to hear, but hopefully he turns it around for sure in this off season. I mean, in this year 2 of the Mac Jones experiment. All right, let's get to your questions here. To other questions. What do you think the Pats' record will be this coming season? I'm expecting more of the same from last season. You know, the Patriots, they had a solid season last year. I mean, hell, what were they? They were like what? Like 10-7. Right? Yeah, they were 10-7, maybe 11-6 if you get lucky, maybe 9-8. A winning record, that's going to be tough. First 4 games playing the Dolphins, Steelers, Packers, and Ravens is going to be interesting. And you play the Bills twice at the end of the season, including the last game of the year. That's gonna suck, but I think it's gonna be okay. Why are the Jays so much better than the Red Sox? Well, you guys actually have a good good bullpen, good pitching staff, and you guys have been consistent all year. So that's why. It's true. Oh, a personal question. Did your passion for broadcasting come from doing the news in elementary and middle school, and of course your YouTube channel? Came in elementary school and kept it going through middle school and high school, and now it's just, actually going to school for it, getting educated on it. I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing for me, and it's a good thing for everybody. And I can't wait to get things started. I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to get educated about my craft that I've loved for so long, and I have 10 years in this game already. I got 10 years in this game. Let's see how this goes. I can't wait to get educated. I can't wait to get things started about this stuff. It's gonna be great. Most exciting thing for college: meeting new people and getting educated on broadcasting and how to perfect my voice. Because if you guys have heard my stream, I voice cracked. I can't wait to stop doing that. But meeting new people, meeting new friends, making connections, opportunity. There's so many things you could even just grasp. The opportunity of getting internships and like job opportunities and good broadcasting work, and then meeting new people, meeting friends, meeting some other people. Just like getting the whole college experience. I'm excited for. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. Whoa, that guy flew up the road. It's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to get things started with that. Definitely stay tuned to my social medias, because I'm going to be doing a room tour of some sort, at least on my side. I'm not going to show Grant's side. My roommate Grant, he's also in sports broadcasting, and he has his own YouTube channel, the Power Skate Podcast, that I appeared on it a few weeks ago. We're actually rooming together, so that's gonna be fun. So I can't wait to see him again tomorrow, and or by the time you're seeing this today, I've already saw him and My room's already set up, so make sure to stay tuned to my social medias for that. Yes, that's gonna be really fun. Really, really fun. It's gonna be cool. The whole college experience is gonna be cool. And I come home a few times, a few times before Christmas break or holiday break, I should call it. Columbus Day weekend, long weekends, Thanksgiving, all that stuff. So it's gonna be good. I can't wait to be there. I'm gonna miss my family and my friends and my home and my bed, of course, my people. But of course, it's gonna be good. And I have some built-in friends going with me from my hometown. I know them for the past few years. They're coming with me, and I have some friends already there. And apparently, some people who apparently Grant told people that I was coming, and they know who I am from these videos. So if you know me from the school from these videos, and I go to college with you, hey, what's going on? Which is pretty interesting. I can't wait to meet them and talk to them and just be them, and just be not be them, be in the moment. That's the word I should use for sure. So yeah, I move in tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be an adjustment period. The podcasts aren't changing. Still coming out every Monday. Reactions to every Bruins game starting up when the regular season starts in October. Might do a trial preseason game maybe, if just to see how it goes. And that's gonna be it. So, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. Good people, good times. It's gonna be fun. Well, that's it for today's podcast. It's kind of a shorter one, but I just need to get one in. So if you liked what you saw, make sure to please like the stream. Not like the stream. Like the podcast. Fuck. Like the podcast on Spotify. Make sure to follow me on Spotify as well. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like the video. Turn on your post notifications to get yourselves notified every single time I go live or upload here on the channel. Definitely be sure to follow me on social media. Instagram and TikTok is at samsmith.yt. And of course, it's down the link in the description on my YouTube video. And for my audio listeners, it's at samsmith.yt. You definitely can go check those out if you have not checked them out yet. I do some good stuff over on my TikTok. I make some funny videos. And of course, my Instagram is where I'm most active. Stay tuned for every podcast, for new podcasts coming out every Monday, same time, same place. You know where to go. Spotify and YouTube at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's podcast. Make sure to share this podcast with your friends, with your family. And if you stayed to the end, comment your favorite food. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Sam's Beantown Beat. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for listening or watching today's episode of Sam's Beantown Beat. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. Make sure to definitely stay in the know by following me on social media, Instagram and TikTok at samsmith.yt. Also, make sure to follow me on Spotify. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Sam's Beantown Beat.